Welcome back to HorrorVision. Today we're going to be looking at Call of Duty Zombies. Now, HorrorVision, you can do multiple different things between TV shows and also movies. But for me, I simply can also do video games when they have a horror base on it. And Call of Duty Zombies is no exception. Back in the year 2008, Call of Duty Zombies was nothing more than any type of free mode that you can play after defeating the campaign in Call of Duty World at War. Released in 2008 as a prototype by the name of Nacht der Untoten, which is simply, well, Night of the Living Dead. This map is you being trapped inside an abandoned airfield where zombies roam inside and all you got is box weapons, wall weapons, a cabinet weapon, and just pure skill and luck. This map is not at the faint of heart. You've only got 2 floors, 3 rooms. All you have to do is survive. And that was what the map was. But then more maps came up like Verrückt and Shinonuma and Darice. Both of them had different types of styles. Verrückt was more about, well, the asylum base, getting new perks and new weapons, and also traps. Shinonuma introduced a new trap, a new wonder weapon, and also floating perks. Basically, random spawning perks. Same type perks, just, random perk. It's random perks spawns. What do we got to expect? Then Darice started with the Pack-a-Punch and a teleportation system, which was never done before in a zombies mode. And to be honest, that's one thing. That was during the time of 2008. Nowadays, it's not much of a big deal. But back then, oh boy, it was an innovation. Then when Black Ops 1 hit the scene, it became a new innovation as well. Starting with new perks, new ways to pack, new camos, and also new weapons. And Easter eggs. That's right, Easter eggs. Easter eggs that you can use to create your own different type of storyline. Or actually, create the storyline. Black Ops 2 took different types of approaches and interesting maps. Sure, we had a couple of mishits here and there, but there were some pretty good ones. Black Ops 3 started different types of systems with a new perk by the name of Widow's Wine, and also a couple of new wonder weapons, along with a gobblegum system, which is pretty much cheating. Yeah, this is basically your cheating aspect into the game. Then after that hits Black Ops 4, basically both the golden egg and the stinker egg of this type of thing. It has some type of a new system, new perks, a different way to pack, and there's a lot of different things on it that I want to explain. Because most people don't like Black Ops 4. And my answer to that is, why? I mean, it's a mode that all of us loved, including me as a child. Well, not technically a child. I did this in my teen years. But Call of Duty has been around for quite a big long time, and I really wanted to know what's up with Black Ops 4. Well, it's basically a couple of things that I can rule out as being, just them just not giving it a chance. The first one, and probably the most important, is the health bar system. Back in the days of Call of Duty zombie games, you only had exactly 2 hits and you're down. And in Black Ops 3, you had 3 hits and you were down. With a perk by the name of Juggernog, that perk allowed you to actually take more hits as soon as possible. With that in mind, it wasn't like that in Black Ops 4. It was a 200 health system with 4 bars. 50 health when you go down, 50 health when you get hit, and you go down after all the 4 bars are down. That is pretty much, I think, a pretty good system, because at least you're equipped with these types of problems. So, it's not much of a big deal. The second problem is the Pack-a-Punch, how you Pack-a-Punch. Basically, it's just one time. And even back in Black Ops 3, it could be a couple of times just to get the right type of element that you want on your weapon. With Black Ops 4, you had to pack a punch exactly 4 to 5 times in order to actually get the whole thing fully upgraded. I actually thought that one was a little bit of a nitpick, but even I can subside it. Because the guns aren't really that strong compared to Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3, they were strong. These are just kind of weak. I mean, there are some good occasion guns, but that's basically it. And the third one, which I think is the most important in Black Ops 3, or 4, excuse me, is the two different storylines. We still continue with Ether even at the very end, but then came Chaos, which was a new type of mode, which I think people should give a chance on because, well, maybe they don't know what to expect. Call of Duty can be in multiple different things that I think most of us should at least give a chance on. I would give it a chance. Would you? Because Black Ops 4 may not have the best system, but maybe wait until their next game by the time they actually bring Chaos, and maybe they can put something new, like the Chaos Crew going to Egypt. Like, because we've never seen that. We've only seen it in one map, but we've never seen it fully. Imagine all of them going to Egypt and they're fighting mummies. Maybe ones that were cursed for all eternity. That'd be something interesting. Maybe the characters dressed up in ancient Egyptian clothing, kind of like they did when they were dressed up in this type of, I don't know, suit and armor that they had back in 9. It can be very interesting to see. I mean, if I have to cause through a little bit of a nitpick on Treyarch's part, I think they shouldn't have stepped with the original system. You know, at least kept the original system, but with a new type engine, because the original engine gets just way too glitchy. But no, Treyarch are not my nitpick. My nitpick is Activision. They are so fucking cheap. And how do I describe this? Those stupid microtransaction bullshit that drives me absolutely insane. And what about the part of getting... How about that part of less time, more pressure to get out that much of quality games? Insanely stupid. Treyarch have done their best, and I salute them for that. But Activision doesn't get any of my respect unless they give Treyarch some respect back. Because most of our cutscenes were nothing more than just straight up, not CG, but basic art. So, it was kind of ridiculous. I felt that Activision should have gave them enough money for this. And not only that, Black Ops 4 was the most highest selling game in the Black Ops series. So, why not just, you know, do that? Why not just put the CG? Like, you know, you had enough money to do so. I guess it's because of Activision with their stupid transactions and shit. Like I said, they don't get any of my respect. They will get my respect if they give respect back to somebody else. They don't have to be so fucking cheap with their type of bullshit. But what am I getting through here? I mean, what am I trying to say? Am I saying that Black Ops 4 is the best game mode ever? No, not really. I still would pick Black Ops 3. It has a different engine. The health at least regenerates in that game. Even in zombies, you still got Juggernog, Speed Cola, Double Tap, all these classic perks. Black Ops 4, I think, wanted to be its own little thing. It's like the movie Venom. That movie was pretty much like... How do I put this? Venom wanted to be like its own different universe. And that's kind of the same with, you know, the other types of Spider-Man movies, like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. They wanted to be its own storyline. Not kind of like focus too much on the comics. That's what I would expect. Black Ops 4, I think, is not basically close on storyline. Here's the kicker here, if you want me to give me my full opinion with Black Ops 4. They shouldn't have stick just to the Ether storyline, because they're very good at it, and at least with the Chaos one, they can actually give more time to develop these characters pretty well. In my opinion, if they bring them back in Black Ops 5, or whatever they're going to call this next game, they are going to have to do something different, like Scarlet actually died, and Diego uses the Staff of Ra to bring her back and she's possessed by the cult. Or maybe she didn't die, she woke up, and then she went completely insane. Kind of like Dr. Edward Richtofen did when he touched the MPD. It could be just that, because she's hearing voices in her head. It could be Dark Scarlet. How do I know? Because I think the Chaos storyline's fine. It's just that they didn't do it very well. I've played, 9, Voyage, and they're really good maps. I've never played Dead of the Night, Ancient Evil, but I have played those other two. And Voyage, I've gotten up to round 20, and I died twice. Like, barely enough perks. So, what's the problem again? Maybe because Easter eggs, because most people are interested in the Easter egg hunting. Yeah, but I'm not much of a big fan of the Easter egg hunting as well. I mean, whatever can you say is that there is a time for change, and change is now. We might not like it, but we know it's going to happen. I mean, for the right reasons, not for the wrong reasons. So, for some of the zombies people out there, the zombie fans, take Black Ops 4 like with just a pinch of salt. Because I don't think it's such a bad game, and I think it holds up fairly well. And in my opinion, if they ever come out with the PS5, I want to bring that thing and put Black Ops 4 from the PlayStation 4 on there. I want to put it on there. I want to at least play it on there, and I want to have fun. I've never played Black Ops 4 like in my whole life now. I want to at least get a PS4 and play it so badly. Or at least a PS5 if it does come out. So, I at least want to do something right. I want to just say is that I think Call of Duty Zombies is not dead. It's just at its standstill. Ether may be dead. It's gone. It's kaput. It's history. If they're going to remake it, God bless them. But it's time for a change. I think Chaos can do something. Chaos, I think, can be not good as Ether, but at least, be a new step in a new storyline with new different types of ways to kill zombies. I just don't want them to go too far, and Activision needs to show a little bit more respect to Treyarch. Because Treyarch are the homeboys that have created you a really good storyline.